Previously on the Ron Van Dam Show.
If you're going to sleep in the same room with me, down the back of my throat, I know what I'm doing. It's not my first rodeo. What the hell does that mean, by the way?
And now, today's episode.
On the air everywhere, this is New England Broadcasting.
Here we go.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Yay!
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Hello, everybody. I think I'm allergic to myself. I like myself, I just happen to be allergic to myself. I gotta work that out. Went to my doctor and I told her, I said, I think I'm allergic to myself. And she says, I think I'm allergic to you too. And she charged me $200. That's not right, is it? The Democrats keep talking about Medicare for all. How about for me? I understand the concept of salad bars and self-checkout lanes at supermarkets, but why am I pumping my own gas? That's not right. I mean, I've gotten my own food before. I get that. I've checked out my own items. That's kind of simple at a supermarket. But for me to get out of my car and take a gas nozzle and stick it into my automobile and stand there while gasoline goes in, shut it off, and then have to pay for it, like, why isn't someone doing that for me? They used to, not anymore. What, am I supposed to have sex by myself? It's an idea. A good time to introduce some of the people that make this show possible, besides you. I mean, we know that. John Shanahan is the comedian and comedy writer and voice talent that does our openings and our commercials and our funny stuff. Yeah, Jason Shaw is the guy that composes and performs the music in the background, original stuff, for this program. Thank you so much, Jason Shaw. You're immensely popular to me. And then there's Nicole Reed, who is the British babe that you hear at the beginning of the program, and she also books many of our national interviews that we do on this show. Then there's me. Oh my God, what's my purpose? Those are just some of the people involved, and I take my hat off to you people. I take my pants off to you. Only to you. What do you want to talk about today? All right, here's some ridiculous news that's true. The national deficit has gone up by 70%, 70 plus percent from last year. This country is financially in the hole by over 70% from last year. Oh my God. Hey, it's gone up to 300 and something billion dollars in the hole. Last year we were only 100 and something billion dollars in the hole. To me, that's more than 70%, but that's what the report is. That sucks. That's because of Trump's tax breaks to the wealthy, by the way. Let me know how you did on this year's tax returns for yourself. I venture to say, not much of a movement. But for rich people, I remember Trump in the White House, it was some function where he had other millionaires and billionaires around him. And he said to them, and it was caught by camera, "I just made you guys a lot of money." Oh, really? That's not right. I don't think that's right. And then, of course, we have upped our expenses in this country, our spending. So when you balance the two out, we're in the suck hole. And China owns half of this country already anyway. They might be thinking about their investment, might be better somewhere else. I don't know. It's crazy stuff. I wish the election were tomorrow. Actually, not yet. I haven't gotten drunk yet. The next time there's an election around, I'm going to be on pins and needles and pins. I remember the feeling of election night in 2016 when I learned what it feels like to lose your stomach inside your body. Yeah, it was a horrible nightmare of which I still live on a daily basis. Anyway, I don't even want to talk. Don't even talk to me about it. Don't even go there. I was watching television yesterday. Ron, are you switching subjects, man? You're just all over the map. I know. Look, I'm having a conversation with you and I can't even hear you. This is pathetic, is what this is. This is just a definition of pathetic. Yeah, that's no other way around it. Anyway, I'm watching TV yesterday. I was home in the afternoon, and I turn on the TV for self-punishment purposes, most likely, and the Rachel Ray show is on. You know her. She's a celebrity cook, chef, whatever you want to call it. She's gotten a little chunkier over the years, but so don't all of me. So do all of us. Oh, double negative. So don't all of us? No, so do all of us get fat as we get older. And Rachel Ray has not escaped that orbit. And they're still doing this. It goes all the way back to the days of Emeril Lagasse, when cooks used to have an audience on the Food Network or whatever channel it was called. And they'd have little audiences, and they would cook in front of them, and a very popular form of cooking show. And I remember this, and I saw it again yesterday. Here's what Rachel Ray did in front of an audience of people doing her little talk cooking show. She's cooking stuff up. She's cooking chicken. She's cooking the chicken, man. She's choking the chicken in the pan. She's frying it up. She's sauteing. She's putting in the onions and the celery and the carrots and all that stuff. And then she goes over to the side to this little cup, and she says, and we're going to add a quarter cup of garlic, of chopped garlic. And the audience does this. Oh! What are you doing? Why is somebody adding garlic to a dish, to a saucepan? Why does that get the reaction like this is like naughty? It's garlic, man. People have been cooking with this stuff since the turn of the century. And you're reacting like it's some kind of mortal sin that's punishable by death, and how dare she put garlic into a dish? Now, that is the way that I feel, because I think garlic stinks, but it smells good, but have you ever talked to somebody up close who just had like garlic or try to have sex with them? You can't do it. You can't do it. But that's not the reason they're oohing. I don't know why the addition of garlic to a dish promotes that kind of reaction. The other reaction that you get on cooking shows, and also, do you ever go to a concert and the lead singer of the band says, "Thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you. We're all the way here from England. Thank you very much. I'm going to take a little sip of something right now." And the performer sips on something and then in a fake manner coughs like it's some type of prohibitive alcohol. And the audience goes crazy. Why are we reacting to somebody sipping alcohol as being such a horrible thing when we all do it all the time? Again, Rachel Ray, she's doing a chicken dish. She puts in garlic, and then she's going to do a flambe. Flambe is when you pour a little alcohol into the saucepan, you tip it over, and it catches fire like for about 5 seconds, and it's just an interesting little dazzlement to the dish. So she pours the alcohol in, it lights up, and and it's not the fact that the alcohol is lighting up, it's the fact that she used alcohol at all. How dare you, Rachel Ray, in today's society, add alcohol to something? I mean, is this a game that we're playing where we're supposed to be amazed? Come on, man. What's going on? This morning I got up and I brushed my teeth with toothpaste. I know. Toothpaste, man. I'm daring. Get over it, will you? This is stupid stuff. People going crazy about stuff like that.
Whatever.
I know. I agree with you. It's ridiculous. It'd be better if they reacted with laughter or something like, okay, and now I'm going to, here's the chicken in the saucepan, and now I'm going to add some garlic. I know, it's so funny. I'm adding garlic. You don't laugh when someone adds garlic to the food, but we go, oh, wow, you're adding, oh my God. Now we're going to add a little sherry to the dish. Oh boy, they're adding sherry to we're all going to be drunk. Not going to be drunk. It cooks off, and the heat it cooks off the alcohol, you idiot. Oh, they're putting sherry. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do anything tonight. I'm going to have sherry in my food. Oh, stop it. Just stop it. People do that with rum cake, too. You want a slice of rum cake? Oh, I better not. I got to drive. It's not that much rum. Cut it out, will you? It's rum flavoring. Oh, you're adding rum to the cake? Oh. I don't understand it. Do you go to a bar, a cocktail lounge, and you're sitting there and the bartender says, can I get you something? Yeah, get me a vodka and soda, please. Oh, he's going to drink vodka and soda. He's going to ingest some alcohol. Wow. Ingesting alcohol in a bar. Oh. All right, Ron, you made your point. Enough with this. How much longer are you going to go on with this stupid thing about the alcohol and the garlic? Man, it's getting a little obsessive, don't you think? Yeah.
We asked Ron Van Dam how he thinks audience members should be treated.
Put him in a cage so we can gawk at him.
You know, sir, I like the way you think. You are listening to The Ron Van Dam Show on New England Broadcasting.
called my credit card company yesterday because I was a little late on a payment. I always try to pay in full because I try to keep my owing experience down to as little as possible. But I didn't, I do everything by the mail. I refuse to pay my bills online. I refuse. It won't happen. I know, everybody does it. It's the convenient way of doing it. You don't have to use the mail anymore. You don't have to wait for your bills to come in the mail. You can just pay your bills online. I know you can do it. I know everybody does it. But guess what? I don't, because I don't trust the internet as far as I can throw my desktop computer. I can't do it. It's pretty heavy. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm not giving my checking account number to any business to begin with. Number two, I'm not going to pay something online where everybody can hack into my soul. No way. Ain't happening. Sorry. You might say, Ron, that's very archaic. Fuck you. I don't want to be hacked. I'm not giving out my bank account, my checking account number to businesses. Seriously? Then they can get in there anytime they want. No. Ron, everybody does it. What are you so paranoid about? Who cares? It's not your business. It's not your business. I'm doing it through the mail. Ron, mail gets lost and your checking account number is on your check that you're sending through the mail. Yeah, but I don't think North Korea is trying to grab the mail. I think they're trying to infiltrate our security systems and our bank accounts and our financial dealings. I don't think North Koreans are saying, hey, there's a mail truck. Let's see if we can grab the mail. I don't think so. First of all, it's not that lucrative. And secondly, I don't think so. So I didn't get my bill from this particular credit card that month. And then I got a letter in the mail, which I did receive, saying you didn't pay last month's bill, schmuck. Didn't say schmuck, I added that. So I called them up. So on the back of my credit card, there's the customer service phone number for my particular bank, which is Bank of America, which everybody has. It's everybody's bank as far as credit cards are concerned, most people. I dial the number. It's 1-800 and then the name of the bank. Very interestingly, creatively done. I dial it. Here's the message that I get. Thank you for calling blah, 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 blah bank. Due to higher caller volume, you may be experiencing a longer wait time. And then I'm put on hold for at least 20 minutes. Excuse me, you're a bank, right? You handle my money. People call all the time with various concerns and problems. They don't call banks up and say, just call them to say, you're doing a wonderful job. Nobody does that. They only call when they have a problem or an inquiry that is a problem. People don't call banks just to say hello. Hi, I was just calling. I sat on hold for 20 minutes just so I could say, how are you? Hope things are well at the bank. Take care now. Bye-bye. People don't do that. They have a problem. Nobody wants to wait for 20 minutes. If at the beginning of your phone call, the recording, by the way, there's no people to talk to anymore. I'm just listening to recordings all over the place. We know that we're experiencing a very high call volume. And we also know you're going to be waiting a long time because we don't really care. How is it that every time I call this credit card number, every single time they're experiencing a high call volume? It's going to be 3 o'clock in the morning. They're experiencing a high call volume. You got the money. You're a bank. You got millions of customers. You got the money. Hire a couple of extra people. What, do you got one person there handling like 2,000 calls? Yeah, you're the next... You're in the queue. You're caller number 7,252. We'll be with you next week on Tuesday. Come on, man, hire some people. Nothing says I don't care more than you just stay on hold. We don't want to hire anybody to take your phone calls. Look, if you're a credit card company and you want customers, you better damn have a human being ready to speak to us quickly. Do you ever have a problem with your credit card and you want to report something stolen or find out something, or if there was a charge made? Oh my God, you must be going crazy. Hold on for 6 hours. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm fed up. I am fed up to here. See me? This is how high I am fed up. Customer service sucks, man. And I said it to the person after holding for 20 minutes. I said, I've been holding for 20 minutes. She says, we apologize. Oh, okay. As long as you apologize, everything's fine. That's like going to a hospital and you have a loved one that passes away because they made a surgical error. And you speak to the surgeon and say, you killed my family member with your surgical error. And they respond by saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened. That's not good enough. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize for the wait. I apologize that I killed your family member. Oh, okay, as long as you apologized. I know you're going to... Okay, that's good then. We're good. Okay, fine. That's good. I didn't know. I know you apologize. That's fine. Okay, let's speak to our guest for today.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, how you doing there, James?
All right, very good.
Great. James Briscione joins us now. He's a chef, an entertaining expert, and TV personality. You've seen him on the Food Network, The Dr. Oz Show, and other programs. Now he's reached the pinnacle of his career. Here he is here. Congratulations. Anyway, we're talking about frozen foods today and smart and fresh shopping and all that kind of stuff and some ideas around it. I was always taught by television commercials and things that the freshest stuff is the stuff you find in the fresh produce department. And then I kind of learned that's not necessarily the case.
You're absolutely right about that. And, March, we're just now into March, and this is National Frozen Food Month. So I'm here with the National Frozen and Refrigerated Food Association to tell you all about it. But, Ron, you really just nailed it right there off of the top. Often you're going to find the freshest food in the frozen food aisle because of, flash freeze technology, captures food at its absolute peak, usually just within minutes of harvest.
Yep.
Food starts as soon as you take a pea pod away from a plant, it starts to convert,
right.
sugars to starch, and that's when, beans get dry and tough. But, with flash freeze technology, you're capturing it at the absolute peak of freshness and preserving it right there. So when you're going shopping in the frozen food aisle, you're getting the freshest possible food. I mean, it's real food and real fresh. It's just frozen. Interesting.
Now, what about the actual preparation when you buy the frozen foods and you use them in recipes? What's the best way to retain the nutrients and such? Is it microwaving? Is it boiling, steaming? I mean, what do you do with it?
Well, there is really so much variety in the frozen food section that it can really vary. So it's tough to give you kind of one specific answer. But I think one of the great things also that we see in the frozen food aisles, there's so much innovation going on. You've got really amazing, talented chefs who are creating all kinds of meals and preparing recipes with these frozen foods. So some people may always want to strike out on their own, but often your best results are going to come from following whatever the packaging tells you, because really you have top chefs and even nutritionists weighing in on frozen food innovation.
Yeah. Can you get the same crispiness from a frozen food than you can from a quote unquote fresh, which maybe isn't really fresh?
Yeah, you absolutely can, and whether you're talking about kind of the crust the crust on a pizza or the snap in a fresh vegetable, When foods are prepared properly, you can absolutely get those same delicious textures and flavors out of frozen food.
The thing I love most about the frozen food thing are the mixtures of the vegetables, where it's not only to save you time, but it seems like they kind of blend together better. There's a red pepper and onion and broccoli mixture that I get all the time in my frozen food aisle, and it's just like, it's incredible. I mean, it's better than I could do myself.
Absolutely, and then that's, again, we talk about innovation and, real chefs, working on these foods, but also with frozen foods, it's the same thing, we chefs have known for a really long time, is how convenient it can be and how you can control portion, save money, reduce food waste, because, like you said, peppers and onions and broccoli, if you're just cooking for two and you want to have that nice mix of vegetables, you're not. If you buy a whole pepper, you're not going to use the whole thing.
Actually,
you're not going to use the whole onion. You're not going to use. So you can pull out just exactly what you need, prepare what you want, and keep the rest in the freezer. So you're saving time, you're saving money, all around. It's a big win with frozen food.
Yeah. Now, I don't know about restaurants, but I assume that they get daily shipments and they monitor it really well, and their supplier or their farm is probably not too far away. But we don't have that in urban areas and in other places like that. So, I mean, I've gone to the fresh produce area all the time, and I think 3/4 of the time I find them to be limpy or a little discolored or a little wilted, and I go, whoa, this is fresh produce? It's not the way I remember it as a kid.
Yeah, no, it often isn't food. Often the food that you find in the fresh section is going to be traveling a really long distance.
Yeah.
And it's subject to its environment and its travel conditions. Where as in frozen food, that food is preserved at its peak of freshness and it's being maintained there. All the way throughout the time that it lands on your plate.
Yeah. Hey, I understand there's a contest going on, a chance to win some money here.
There is, absolutely. Again, March is Frozen Food Month, and we want people to get out there and check out so many of the great options that are out there in the frozen food aisle. And if they go to easyhomemeals.com, they can enter in for a chance to win a share of $10,000 in prizes. So lots of great reasons to get out there and check out the frozen food aisle, see some of the new delicious stuff that's going there, and make sure to visit easyhomemeals.com.
Yeah. Also, just as I think a lot of, I shop every day because I love food. We're on the same planet here, James, but some people only shop once a week. They don't quite understand that you can save a lot of money by going frozen food as well. I mean, that's
absolutely
definitely value there without question. Okay. How do we find out more about the contest and about the whole subject matter?
Yeah, once again, easyhomemeals.com. All your listeners can go there, and they'll have a chance to win their share of $10,000 in prizes. Okay,
and what if we wanted to follow your adventures? Where would we go?
You can just search my name. Unfortunately, we'll probably find out more than they ever wanted to know about me. But
you're not sending
James
those
Briscione on all social media.
You're not sending those pictures anymore, are you?
No.
Okay,
I've learned my lesson.
Okay, fine. All right. Hey, it's great speaking to you, and thanks for sparking our interest in this.
All right. Thank you, Ron.
Take care, James. Bye-bye. That was interesting. Huh? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was. Thank you so much for being here today. Can we do this again tomorrow? Do you have the balls to come back? It's just all you got to do is click. We're also picked up by radio stations across the country. Yeah. So thank you to them. They'll probably cut that part out. I couldn't do this without you. And you couldn't listen without me, so I think this is pretty equal. Have yourselves a wonderful day. I wish you peace.
First, they put jalapenos on your hamburger. but that wasn't hot enough. Then came habaneros, but still, that wasn't hot enough. Next came the ghost pepper, and still, that was not hot enough for you. Well, buckle up, tough guy, because Burger Guy thinks you're not man enough to handle the heat of our new, sweet, flaming mother of heaven. What the did you assholes do to my hamburger burger? Featuring 2 of Burger Guy's signature paper-thin patties topped with an experimental hot sauce made from a concentrated hot pepper extract that has only been approved for military use by North Korea. This burger will burn a hole through every inch of your intestines and then slap your mama on its way out for good measure. This burger is so hot they wouldn't let us test it on prisoners. Death row prisoners. But for a limited time, you can try your luck at your local Burger Guy. If you're not a complete pussy.
All purchases of the sweet flaming mother of heaven, what the did you assholes do to my hamburger burger, must be pre-approved by a certified attorney at law with proper notification of next of kin. Sweet flaming mother of heaven, what the did you assholes do to my hamburger burger must not be consumed within 500 yards of schools or within 1,000 yards of open flame. All Burger Guy franchisees reserve the right to ignore cries for mercy or requests for immediate medical attention.